A lot of people either know, don't want to know, or don't care. But we have to start stocking up. Things are getting worse. You are not going to hear about a lot of things on mainstream media. So please subscribe to the channel. Please hit the notification so you know when I upload a video. Watch it in full to help this video grow and get out to more people. Comment down below your thoughts and opinions and tips and ideas for other people. Because if we don't start praying about it, planning and prepping, we're going to be left out in the cold. The government is already preparing. They see what is happening. They are stockpiling goods, medication, food. We see the underground caves. I've shown you those videos.
Underground security?
Yeah, it's Stevens for building 10, door 27.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
This place is way longer than a football field. Let me tell you, I don't know how many football fields it would take to even fill this millions of square footage right here. But in the next video, they're going to explain to you what everything is and what it is and why they're doing what they do.
We have about 600 acres that has been mined over 70 years to remove the limestone product. It's full of, I think you can probably see the logo on that truck is to guess whose product is in here. So, or the side of that truck.
What's a 10-year plan for the Springfield Underground?
So our long-term plan is to finish developing the underground, which is about another 1.5 million square feet.
We have got to get our homes stocked up with the necessities, the things that we need, and then the things that we want, because we all want to have comfort foods if we are ever stuck in a house again like we were in 2020. There's so many different new variants out there, so many new viruses out there, so many different threats, whether it be cyber or whatever. We have to be preparing right now. And don't forget to set some money aside, because you see them moving everything to online. What happens if that system crashes? What happens if it's cyber attack? We just had a cyber attack a few months ago. No one's really talking about it. It attacked everything. Schools, universities, hospitals, doctors' offices, government agencies were hit. Information was stolen. Where is that being talked about on mainstream media? Prepare your homes now. See, while they are worrying about what's happening in Ukraine with Russia, and that's fine. Be worried about it. Stay ahead of it. But we need to be preparing here. And I promise you, the government is preparing here. The elites will definitely be taken care of. But will you be taken care of? Will you have what you need in that emergency situation?
You are entering one of the most secret places on Earth. It's a bunker built into a hollowed out mountain in Colorado. It's just one of the top secret shelters where 7,000 Americans will go to in the event of nuclear annihilation.
The government built more than 100 of these bunkers and relocation facilities around the country.
There's no room for families. Wives, children not included.
The plans to get a small number of government officials out of Washington, out of major cities, and into these bunkers around the country. And it doesn't include families.
Gary Graff is the author of the new book, Raven Rock, the U.S. government's secret plan to save itself while the rest of us die. The title comes from this place, Raven Rock Mountain, a super secret bunker in Pennsylvania where Pentagon brass will relocate in a nuclear war.
How do you get on this list? And who's on it?
Well, so the list includes your high-ranking government officials, your cabinet leaders, your congressional leadership, members of the Supreme Court, as well as, top aides, White House staff.
Some people are on the elite list by accident. The bunker at Cheyenne Mountain in Colorado has its own Subway sandwich shop.
If you just happen at the time of the apocalypse to be the person manning the cash register at the Subway, you're going to be the only fast food employee in America who survives the nuclear war.
Another bunker is buried in Virginia at a place called Mount Weather.
This is the Mount Weather facility about 60 miles west of Washington, D.C. And it looks like a typical secure government facility. It is surrounded by a chain link fence with a barbed wire at the top.
And they don't like visitors. For decades, another secret bunker was located beneath Greenbrier, a luxury resort in West Virginia. It's now a museum. Behind this 25-ton blast door was a shelter for 400 government officials who could live for 60 days in dorms like this one. The bunker system has been used only once, on 9/11.
On 9/11, helicopters swooped in here to the Capitol and evacuated the congressional leadership as well as officials.
We see everything around us shutting down and people just going about their business like it's nothing. There's a bigger picture to this whole thing. Y'all, we need to brace for it and prepare for it. Let's get into this video. All of these places have something in common. What is it? Bankruptcy, stores closing, underperformance, poor quality of service, you name it, is there. Well, 11 of them are shutting their doors in 2023. They started during the pandemic. It got worse as the years went on, and here we are today with less and less footprint of restaurants. Steak and Shake used to have 626 locations. They're down to 416. Filed for bankruptcy in 2021. Hardee's has filed for bankruptcy also in spring after closing 39 restaurants. They used to have 145. They're down to 108. Dairy Queen has also closed multiple locations, Carbondale, Illinois, and Glen Carbon, Illinois, and also one in Florida. Then we have Cracker Barrel. Cracker Barrel is losing customers. They've closed 2 locations in Portland, just like the Walmart did, closed their only 2 locations in Portland. And then they're being sued, allegedly, for refusing service to 2 black truck drivers. Next. Krispy Kreme is still planning to close 14 locations. They closed 10 in 2022, and more is expected by the end of the year. Pizza Hut has also closed several locations: Amsterdam, Gloversville, Boston, Herkimer, Monticello, Johnstown, Cobleskill. Outback Steakhouse has closed 2 locations in Hawaii back in February and 1 in Methuen, Massachusetts. Red Lobster has also closed several in the past years, recent years. They used to have 700 restaurants. They now have lost 5 units in 2021, even more in 2022, and expected to lose even more so by the end of the year. 2023. Applebee's is also closing a lot of their locations. They expect to have 25 to 35% less locations by the end of 2023. Now, what's not on this list is Ruby Tuesdays. Ruby Tuesdays, I know for a fact, has closed many locations, and most of them have now become either bingo halls or some other type of restaurant. Burger King has had to close over a dozen of their locations. Well, their franchise locations, that is. Burger King is revamping their brand. Franchises have failed, and in April, franchisee EYM King had to close 26 of their locations because they were being sued allegedly for failing to pay the required royalty fees and ad revenue payments that were supposed to be made to Burger King itself. And TGI Fridays is also closing locations. They have so far lost 20% of its restaurants. Now, They only have about 289 of them left. But guess what they're doing? They're moving business overseas. So they're expected, because they signed a deal, to open up 75 new TGI Fridays internationally. So all these places have those things in common. There are even more restaurants out there that I did not name, especially mom and pop restaurants, that are having to shut down, whether it be for those reasons that I stated: bankruptcy, underperforming, lease payments being outrageous, and them not being able to pay it or wanting to pay it, or just consolidating their business to further grow it. You know, let's cut this out so we can still survive and not go under the table. So those things are going to keep taking place. I want you guys to be aware that grocery stores are also facing those same situations. We see it every day. I tell you about the stories, the news stories out there with Walmart and Kroger and Aldi and so on, Lidl. These stores are consolidating. These stores are closing. Most of them are moving to a lot of AI situations, and it's going to terminate a lot of jobs. A lot of people are going to be out of work, looking for work, filing for unemployment, not getting approved for unemployment, filing for food stamps, not getting approved for that. Food banks are going to be overrun. So you guys, please prepare today. Stock up what you need for your family. Don't be left out in the cold. Hit the like button. I'll see you guys in the next video. And remember, I love you, but God loves you more. He created only one you. Be the best you that you can be. And when you are, go out and spread God's love, because God is love. And that is what he would want you to do. So share this video out with your family and friends on your social media, wherever you can, and help get the word out. Only God can fix what we are in. So pray about it. Plan. Prep. Smooches.
I watch you as you drive. Do you know I'm looking? And I can't help but smile. Do you know how much I love you? You put my favorite song on. I put my feet up, and we just sing along. And I can't help but feeling, just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here together? If I could stop the time, don't you know that I would? 'Cause I'm just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? Forever. 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 I watch you as you sleep. You don't know I'm looking. With you everything's complete. Do you know how much I love you? I put your favorite song on, just to wake you up. When I dance around, I can't help but feeling, I'm just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here together? If I could stop the time, don't you know that I would? 'Cause I'm just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? Forever. 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 I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here forever?